They say they're the sounds of the dead that still roam amongst the living right here in Utah.
Sounds like that one's got a cold. Coming up, we're going to speak with investigators of the paranormal who say they have proof of ghosts right here in the Beehive State.
Hey, do you believe in ghosts? Well, America's best ghost investigators say you should, and they say they can prove it.
They brought proof. Joining us now are investigators John Webb and Russ Larson. And guys, how do you go about finding these ghosts in the first place? Because a lot of us may look, but you find them?
We do.
How?
A lot of times we get tips, we'll get emails from people that have activity that goes on. We'll go out to houses, businesses, take video cameras, tape recorders, and we'll let them run. Usually we don't hear or see anything while we're there. It's when we play it back, and we'll get voices and different anomalies that show up on tape, and it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, we have some of those tapes here this morning. We're going to listen to them, but maybe you can explain why isn't that just some little static noise that then is amplified for us? I mean, how do you know that that's a ghost? John?
Well, we go through very extensively each tape, one by one. It takes about 3 hours after we go through an investigation, and we make sure what we hear is a voice. It takes 3 votes to make sure that we are hearing the same thing.
Wait, there's only 2 of you. Who are we missing?
Well, the ghost.
The ghost.
Yeah.
That was real.
Yeah. There's actually 6 in our group.
Okay.
There's just 2 of us here today.
Okay.
So.
All right, well, let's hear some of this stuff. And well, first, if we can see some of the pictures.
Sure.
I think we've got some of those that you brought along. See if we can pop some of these things up. So where's the ghost in this? Is it on the right-hand side?
Okay, what we've got is right in the middle. There's kind of a figure. It's kind of hard to see. Now, this picture has been altered. It's been highlighted because the original was really hard to see. You've got a lot of mist on the bottom and off to the side, and then in the center of the photo, you've got a figure of a person. Now,
Right where that light is?
right to the right of the light.
I guess you have to kind of know what you're looking for.
Yeah, and if you look at the, I don't know if you have the original of the last photo that was taken, but that apparition is not there in the last photo.
Huh. Okay, so where are these taken? Generally, where do you see these things?
This one was taken down in Springville Cemetery. This one right here was at the old Webster School in Magna that burned down.
Okay, what are we seeing there?
What you're seeing is an ectoplasmic mist. A lot of people say that they can see a skull in it, and I don't know.
Whatever it was, it looked freaky.
Yeah. That last picture that was shown was the picture that was taken after the apparition was caught at that cemetery, and it shows that it was
It
gone.
wasn't there.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. All right, should we hear the sound?
Yeah, I want to hear the ghosts and what they say.
That's probably the most interesting.
Okay.
We get
let's-
more
let's
EVP than pictures.
EVP, what is that?
Electro voice phenomenon.
Oh, EVP. Okay.
Ghost speak.
Exactly. Yep.
All right, the first one, I think, don't come back. Let's hear this.
Well, I hear the back part, and I guess don't.
And it kind of takes an ear after listening to hours and hours and hours of tape. You get used to what is and isn't a voice. That one was at Murray Cemetery. We had been there for probably 2 hours recording, and we had gotten nothing. And on the tape, you hear me open the car door to leave, and that voice is on there right after I open the car door. It just says,
And don't come back.
Wow,
Okay.
I think I'd listen to that.
Let's hear the next one. The next one, it seems like at least one of them has a sense of humor here. Let's play this really quickly. Okay, so tell us, it said, and snakes, oh my.
In reference to
What
the Wizard of
preceded
Oz.
that?
Yep. We were at Merker Cemetery, and 2 of our investigators were walking through, and that's a very odd cemetery. You have to walk between bushes and that to get to graves. Well, they were about to walk between 2 bushes, and his wife says, no, go around because of spiders and ticks. And he repeats, spiders and ticks. And then you hear a voice come in that says, and snakes, oh my. Now we had, she had a recording and he had a recording. On his recorder it appeared, on hers there was nothing.
Really?
Really?
Yep.
Okay, I want to hear the last one. We'll
All
be
right,
quick,
one
quick,
more.
quick,
We've got
one more, real
time
fast.
for one more before our producer beats us. Now this sounds more freaky.
Yeah, this is
Get
in
out.
someone's private residence.
It was actually
So what
Russ's
happened?
residence up
Can
in
they hear
Copperton.
it? Can you hear it?
Not when it happens, but we hear it back on the recording.
Just on the tape?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why just on the tape?
Is it always in a particular area,
No, it can pretty much be anywhere. We believe that has something to do with electromagnetism and that somehow that attracts to the tape, but it also works on digital recorders, so that kind of throws that out. We're not really sure why that works. I had a neighbor come to me that said, there's something in my basement, and I sent him home with the recorder, and he brought it back, and I played it, and that was what was on it.
So can you get rid of the ghosts once they have them?
No? Generally, we don't do that. Generally, we just
You're not
Ghostbusters.
We're just trying to get along.
Yep.
All right, Russ and John, thanks a lot.
Hey, thank you for having us.
And the
Interesting
book
stuff.
is called Ghosts Coast to Coast.
Correct.
That's right.
All right,
and it's
thanks,
available on our website, paranormalutah.com.
All right, good. We got Big Buddha right now. He's still on the island, which is a nice place to be this morning.
Any ghosts out there, B?
Sure sounds like. Oh!
No, you thought it was some ghosts.
You're not saying get out.
No, because I heard the audio, and the audio when you guys were talking to the ghost hunters, and that's all I heard was 7 days, get out. That's all I heard. So
You don't have the ear for it, B.
are there any ghosts in here? I always hear every time we go to a theater, they say it's always haunted. Have you guys seen any ghosts?
No, we haven't seen any ghosts. You don't see ghosts.
You could.
I love all these
seen ghosts?
No, we haven't seen any ghosts around here. No, none at all.